Hello, everybody. All right. Welcome. I'm assuming my mic is okay again. If everyone can just do a mic check. I think everything is good. I did check the speakers and stuff. Usually if the speakers are working, the mic is working. So that is, yeah, fingers crossed. Everything's working well. Cool. Welcome, everybody. Oth, warm up, Dave, Keshab. P is in the house. Okay, and we'll see who else joins in just a moment. So, yeah, slight change to Monday evenings. So, usually, or traditionally, we would have a crew call on a Monday evening. However, because we're doing of course, Luxury's been doing his video updates in the morning, we're adding a few more things into the crew content soon. Still just finalizing some ideas for that and everything. But basically, I kind of realized, and I think it's been like the public streams, we'd gone down to like basically like one a week on the Friday night, and I really wanted to get another live stream in, just as a general kind of scheduled thing. So now every Monday and every Friday, unless anything changes again. We're still sorting out the summer schedule a little bit, but every Monday, every Friday, and any time we get volatility in between, we will be doing those public streams. So it's just another way of delivering the content, I guess. We'll just do this as a brief update, go over some plans for the week. Then, of course, there'll be video updates and stuff during the week. So, yeah. Always trying to just improve everything we're doing here and do as much as possible without getting burnout and stuff. So yeah, welcome everybody again. So what we'll do today, we'll go over some of the trades from Bitcoin recently. We've had a couple today, a couple of nice trades, and actually levels that we drew, like literally levels that we drew on Friday night. So when I did the live stream on Friday night, as like a wrap up to the week, I've not changed this chart. So I've reverted this back to exactly where it was. This chart is unchanged since Friday. Okay, so we entered this, we had this little, I have to even remember what this is. We were drawing this little 15-minute order block. We identified that there were some trap traders around there. We'll have to have a look. Again, we can have a look on EXO and find what this was. But we'd identified two levels, and this again was on the Friday night. We were like here, right? We were somewhere around here, this kind of region. So when we identified two levels of support, okay, the first one got hit perfectly. I was able to get along off of those. I was already short from the weekly VWAP, which was basically the anchored VWAP, the weekly VWAP. So I was in a short from here. That was the target. Was able to flip long. Added to the short position as we came up into the weekly level, and also the point of control of this prior range. So if we do go into this prior range here, the POC of that, again, something that we had identified as being critical resistance if you're going to break through that region. Then that's when you can start to look up towards that 49.50k region. And then we had the negative delta. Okay, so there's other reasons why we're down there. There's a naked session point of control down there that one of the members of the crew very smartly pointed out a little bit earlier on today. We had a little yeah, some other little bits and bobs within there. It was also kind of just like the base in which we had that breakthrough. We kind of overshot it, the fair value gap previously, and we came back into where the low of the single prints were initially. So if you do go back over onto just the wick from all the way back over here, you can see you're pretty much lining up there now. But basically what we were saying again on Friday night was below this point, below this point in the chart, this is what we had identified. Below here, you have negative delta. So you have heavy selling below that point, and that is what you would like to see act as support if you were to get a move down. So we've had that move down. The other confluence we had within that region, when we did draw this, was the local golden pocket. So if we do just go magnet tool, and we draw it up to here, and we just go on to golden pocket. There it was, okay, just there. Now, of course, we did have that little bit of a move up, which shifts that slightly, but this being basically the main confluence that we were looking at, and we've just had that move down into it today. So yeah, a really, really nice little move down into that. I was actually out when this happened, so I did have to pop out this evening. But yeah, really, really nice reaction. Again, something we had planned in advance. This was a public update that we'd planned in advance, so that was really nice. Straight into the point of control here and back into that yearly level. So what I'm really looking for, again, this was on the update sheet that we give to the crew this morning. So 45,200, very important support. Okay, so as long as that's holding, I don't see any reason why we should be coming down any lower, at least within this range. And then a sign of strength for me really would be to claim this, get back above daily open, possibly a little bit late in the day now, but then we can start to look up towards that 49k region. So we do have, yeah, kind of reason to be not bullish. It's still a range, but certainly, yeah, levels being respected, and it would make sense for me at least to see price have another bit of a move up. We can find some confluence with this, but right now we're at this point of control. Very important level. If we do come onto here, we're basically, yeah, within the previous day areas as well here. And again, our daily POC, we're looking slightly lower. So what we can see here is just, depending on how you're looking at things, we're pretty much in a quite an important area right now. So yeah, that is a brief update on Bitcoin. What else do we have on here? Keshav, 45,100 hit to the dollar. Yes, my level was $100 too high. Um, so yeah, my level was $100 too high, but that's the thing. It was yeah, a nice move down into that region. Is there anything else that we can see on this that gave it? I mean, not really. Ronek, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Good to see you in here. I have noticed you've been super active in the public section as well on the Discord, so thank you so much for that. I really, really, really do like your TA. So I actually have been meaning for a while to send you a message on Discord, so I'll be doing that very soon. Because it's really good to see, yeah, basically all the charts that you've been posting in the public section. They're really, really good. So I will be sending you a message soon. But yeah, Binance MPOC was down there as well. That's cool. So yeah, some nice little price action. The other stuff I wanted to cover today was, I mean, we can have a look at Luna, because Luna's had a really strong buyback. Since I took the short, I was able to take profit on the short, but a really, really strong buyback. So this is really cool. We'll just go over this as well. So the other main trade that I've been speaking about recently was Luna. And again, like these lines here, unchanged since I drew them like ages ago. So it's kind of crazy, although obviously from a time perspective, it's completely different. What we'd originally drawn this as was, I think, a rising wedge. We were looking at something like this to be forming, I think. And I think what we'd drawn originally was that we'd have this like little fake out up at the highs and then come back through to take the lows. Now, obviously, that's developed a lot more since then. We're looking at more of a channel now on here, although even the channel does appear to have broken up. So the second thing that we had drawn on Luna was, I believe, connecting down here and then up here. And there we go. So that's the other channel that we do have on Luna. So we had these two little ideas, and we were looking for the move up here to the 1.618 and the one more local 1.618 as well. So both red boxes were hits. We had the 1-to-1 up here, which again was the fib expansion and stuff. I've cleaned up this chart a little bit. I'd have to recap exactly what was there. But getting the short, you come into a 4-hour OB, you get the next move up. We've hit target, so $118 to $122 was the ultimate target for this. I did take a short at 118. I basically had laddered orders in from $118 up to $122. I wanted to take a short. This is on just the USDT perpetual. Still holding my spot position because I still do like Luna as a project. It has proven itself to me over the past year. I used to hate it. They had an awful website when they first came out. I didn't like it. I thought it was some shitcoin, and it's proven itself to me just through trading it really, really well. So yeah, Luna's been great. Luna, really, really happy with Luna. And however, potentially getting to the point in which I'm starting to look more at swing shorts on this. We'll have to see how it goes. It's looking a little bit like we could be losing some momentum around here. It has hit those targets. It is a good area to be taking profit if you're long, but we'll see. It is the strongest performing asset of the year out of all of the major altcoins, and it is continuing to perform really strongly. So yeah, you don't want to get too caught up in taking shorts. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, you take the short, what happens after that? And here we go. You can kind of see exactly what we had down here is you come into the red zone, into $118, which is our 1.618, all of those kind of things, all the confluence that we had within that region. You come down, you take the lows, you take the liquidity at the lows, you come in and fill, like, backtest this little fair value gap that we have here on the chart, so an area of single prints. Single prints, fair value gap, whatever you want to call it. Then calling it single prints because this is on the half-hour time frame, and that is where we drew it from. So they are single prints. Then we had that, of course, the move up during that area. So we filled the single prints. We come in, backfilled that region, and got a really, really strong reaction from that. I've actually just seen just locally as well, potentially SFP of the lows, and now do we have the same again at the highs? So we'll have to wait and see there. This also looks like it could be confluence with the 786 to the 83. If we do add this on the chart, oh, look at that. Very nice. So we do have the 786 to the 83 region up there, the luxury level that has been hit up at those highs. So nice confluence there on Luna. And yes, P as well in the chat. So we do have, are there any lunatics in the house here apart from obviously Senti? Do we have any other lunatics in the house? Because tomorrow evening, I will announce this as like an official update, but we're going to be streaming again tomorrow evening, and we're going to be in conversation with an expert of all things Luna and all of the Terra network, everything DeFi. We're going to be having a nice conversation with another YouTuber, another content creator. I know it's someone that a lot of people within the crew and within the community have been recommending. Who's really, really knowledgeable about the whole DeFi space. So we'll be having a really nice chat with him tomorrow evening. I will, of course, announce this in due course, but we'll have a little surprise there, a bonus stream tomorrow. So yeah, that isn't the reason why I'm doing Luna charting. I'm doing Luna charting because Luna trades really nicely, but because it trades really nicely, I've started to learn a lot more about the network itself, and I'd like to learn more about the whole on-chain thing, especially if we are going to start trading this a lot more like Bitcoin, where you have to be a bit more aware of the greater network effect and everything else that's going on. Not that I really care about that even on Bitcoin, but it's going to be interesting. Anyway, I'm going to learn something new because I'm just a technical guy. I don't know about the fundamentals. Every time I try and talk about the fundamentals, I make a complete fool of myself. So yeah, that'll be good fun tomorrow. Who else do we have in chat? Off Crypto, do you think we are doing a triangle for BTC? Yeah, well, there is this. Yeah, we are kind of coiling up again, aren't we? I guess what you're looking at is this. Let me just take off the high time frame levels. Let's clean this up a little bit. So these are the levels we added on the Friday stream when things were nice and clean. Then what we have, I assume that you are looking at this, and if we do extend this to the left, let's see if that gives us anything else. Okay, so we're kind of following from down here as well. So we are kind of following that. So we could probably turn this into some kind of channel also, with this being maybe a deviation at the lows. So I have to have a look at that. But yeah, there's potential that we obviously are like the move down that we had last week, and kind of the price action that we've had in between there has been relatively I mean, when you actually zoom out, it's all fairly low time frame stuff, although it's kind of felt pretty major. If we do go back here, yeah, I mean, what I'd like to see, it looks kind of symmetrical to me. So let's just draw this a different way and see if we can get this projected a little bit better. I mean, ideally, I'd want to have it. That's kind of the breakout, isn't it? We had big range. Huh? Where's all my range stuff gone? That's the bigger range. Where's my big range? Macro channel. Okay, forget that. That's disappeared from my chart. I don't know why that is. But we had the big triangle that had obviously formed through there, and then we broke out, and then we back tested. So from here, if we can draw this maybe a little bit more like this. What? I don't particularly like where that's coming down to. I like to see a bit more symmetrical. But yeah, there you go. There's a triangle there. That's something else to add to the chart. Off. Yes, yeah, we do. It is a triangle. It clearly is. I'm just drawing random stuff on there at the moment. What else is in the chat? Moonshadow, hey Luke, hope you're doing well. You seem happy. Are you bullish? I'm always happy. I'm always happy, even if I'm sometimes a little tired when I do these updates. I was quite tired on Friday. P messaged me afterwards and was like, "Is everything okay? You seem upset." And I'm like, "No, I'm just really tired." So yeah, always happy. I'm bullish. I don't know if I'm bullish. I'm pretty neutral. Just trading this as normal. I haven't really thought too much about the higher time frame. But I guess I'm always kind of bullish. Runner's a lunatic. Yeah, Runner will enjoy that. Roynek, I've got a chart for you over on Discord. Let's have a look. It's, it's just it's just like some kind of sine wave, some squiggly line. Very nice. Okay. Sensi, yeah, yeah, Dequan. It's not him, unfortunately, but it is someone else that's pretty cool. Okay, right. Where were we? Anyway, anything else to cover on Bitcoin? We can have a look at the price action that we're getting right now. So let's just have a little zoomy in. So it just seems to be like we've still got really thin books at the moment, which is kind of every time we get a move, it's moving fairly quickly. So yeah, thin books, but not a huge amount of volume. Let's just move this onto a 5-minute chart just to make it a little bit clearer. Open interest coming down with this move, so it is short positions closing out. You can see the liquidations that it's bringing in here. So shorts getting a little greedy up at the highs here. Everybody kind of expecting that breakdown earlier on today. You can see open interest rising as we come down. Shorts increasing at the lows, and yeah, so you're just getting another little squeeze here. So we're doing this on open interest decreasing. Shorts being squeezed. Are we getting any longs? Longs also closing out around here. So just a general, not particularly strong move for now. However, on the delta, it looks kind of stable right now. So we can see if this can go in a little bit higher. But yeah, basically just a little intra-range short squeeze that we're looking at the moment that's come back into the POC. So if it can start to break through this point of control, the previous day point of control, if it can break through the daily open, weekly open, claim that level, what I would expect to see at that point, if we can just pop our head above here, hold around, hold above this 46,400, 46,500 region, then I would expect to see some longs start to pile in around there, which could give us fuel to take things a little bit higher before trapping longs again sometime. So yeah, I mean, on Bitcoin, there's not too much. We are at resistance right now. You do have to be aware that this is significant resistance. Short positions could be fairly good. It's a move that's coming up on reducing open interest. It's moving up on shorts closing, and also long positions closing. So we'd really have to see those longs start to open up if we are to see any continuation from this. We'll see how it goes. We can also have a little look on here. You can see the spot volume is still looking good, so we are getting that buying on spot. Trading light. Anything on trading light that we want to be looking at? This is kind of funky looking. Binance playing some weirdness right now. Like, I don't know what they're trying there. But yeah, Binance doing some weirdness. FTX. Sell wall above. Kind of significant sell wall above. Local golden pocket, right? Looks to me 300. Looks to me like the local golden pocket. We can just draw it on here. There's your 618. Oh, look at that. They've lined it up perfectly on the 618. It's just a line, a block of cells ready and waiting. So if we do come up to here, again, all the levels seem to be working out pretty well. Whenever we draw stuff on stream, they're always quite nice. So there's some resistance. We do have a sell wall within that region. FTX are there. They are waiting. They are wanting to sell a bit of the Bitcoin. And we will see if, yeah, how that goes. Christopher, is there any reason you use BTC USD and not BTC USDT on Bybit? Luke, more volume on USDT? No. Yes, you do get more volume on the USDT pair, but in my opinion, I mean, from what I know and from my experience, you've had a bit of a shift over to USDT, but it's a little bit more retail based. I think the kind of the market maker stuff and the big money is quite often is still on the USD. I still trade inverse perpetual. I've always have traded inverse perpetual. That's still what I trade, and I guess it's kind of just habit. That's what I'm used to charting. This is what I chart, and it still works for me. So although you are getting a bit more volume and the order flow might be, and from what we've been looking at, especially on alts, order flow is a little bit clearer to understand on the altcoins. But yeah, I trade the inverse perpetual, so that's still what I'm charting. We can have a little look. Let's have a look anyway. The thing is, this is the problem with crypto exchanges. You just have to kind of pick one and stick with it. Unless USDT proves to me that it's better, unless stuff stops working on the inverse. So unless I start seeing the BTC USD data like not being reliable, and for me it's still reliable. Like why would I change something if it's not broken? For me it's not broken. Like, I mean, it's literally there. Like we identified two levels based off of delta. So the two levels that we have on the chart were based purely off of looking at the volume and looking at the delta. We found it, they work. So I don't know why I would change that right now. We can have a look at USDT and see if it gives us anything different. But yeah, certainly not. I mean, I've repeated the same thing. If it's not broken, I don't want to fix it. And that is the case with this. There we go. Look, this is the box we drew. We literally drew that box there on Friday night. There it is. So if we do extend this over, I'll try and keep this as level as I can. You extend that box over, where did price come into? Like, there it is. And that is the box that we drew on Friday night based off of the order flow. And if we do go in on here, if we just remove the rect bubbles, just to clean this up a little bit, and we draw our volume over it, then what you can see within this region is, let's go delta cluster. And we had this on 50 tick because it was a bit more. We want to go 50 tick. So what we were seeing within there was a pretty nice balance. Like you're seeing here, it's fairly balanced within the actual range itself. You're not seeing any heavy shading. But as you came down into this zone here, that's where you start to get the heavy negative delta. That is what we had identified. I think we even pulled this further back when we were looking at it. I think we were looking actually back here. I can't even remember. But it was significant when we were there, and we'd drawn it based off of the order flow, and it's worked out really nicely. And you can see again as you're coming back down into this, you've got the negative delta there. You could say at this point you've got potential trap longs up at the highs, so if we do start to come into previous day value area high and we start to hit into these long positions and get through this little balanced area here, then that's when short positions start to look like pretty good value again within that region. So yeah, that's all quite nice. Are we still seeing a move up? There's a few other things I might want to check on this. I'm going to move this over. I'm going to load up some more data. I'm just going to do some random stuff because this is what we often do on the crew call on a Monday. And because we're not doing the crew call on a Monday, basically this just gives us a little bit more to talk about during the London trading rooms. The problem with doing a call on a Monday evening and then doing a trading room on a Tuesday morning is, like, more often than not, price doesn't do anything. So it hopefully gives us more to talk about tomorrow. Oh, look at it. I wanted to check this, and look. Linear regression. Look how nice that is. So you take it from the low. This is when we started to trend up. I hadn't even looked at this. This is how good this is as well. Like, see how it catches the highs up here. See how it's now catching the lows. The midpoint, nice respect around the midpoint. So this basically is just adding together all of your points of control through every little half-hour candle that we've had for the last, since the beginning of March, the middle of March. And you've come right down into here as well. So just by trading linear regression, you could be looking up towards like 50,008, and that's going to continue to move higher. You don't obviously only want to trade this into the midpoint, but if we do get this continuing on, and this midpoint kind of continues on up to kind of around here, then that will start to hit our targets that we're looking to the upside as well. So yeah, really, really nice. Yeah, the more I look at that as a little long trade that could have been taken, the better it looks. That's really, really good. Let's also draw this the other way, because on the reverse of that, we do potentially have a little channel sloping down. So we can take it from our highs and we can look, oh, look at that. So of course we're taking a lot less data on here at the moment. We could bring it all the way back towards the range, but if we do go for the trend, you can see the deviations either side of it, and we're coming up to the top of that. So you got at every point, like, you had some support down there. You're entering into some resistance on the chart right now. That's kind of clear. And it just, yeah, however you want to trade it, but it's quite nice. Let's place an alert on Bitcoin. And let's have a look. Why is my Discord pinging in the background? I don't know why. I keep hearing like Discord notifications, the little boop 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 thing, and no one's messaging me. So I don't know where that's coming from. Alright. What else do we want to look at? Luna's still there. I'm glad I took profit on Luna. I'm not going to take a short again. I'll take a short if it does come up, and I mean, I've got more orders up here. We'll see how that goes. Uh, okay, I see people in the chat talking about Mana, Decentraland. It's doing it again. I don't know where all of this is coming from. I must just have like a notification on for messages. I mean, just general discussion. I have absolutely no idea. Senti waiting for the Gala buy signal. It'd be nice if Gala does start pumping. I am still in that long position waiting for my DGen targets to be hit. So we'll see how that goes. Not closing that. There's no reason for me to close that Gala trade yet. So we'll have a look at that. Actually, I'm just going to have a look at that now because clearly people are talking about it. Come on. Come on, Gala. All the way up here. That's what we want. Little take profit at like 32 cents. But we want to see you go to 40. 40 cents and higher, please, Gala. Everyone buy everyone buy Gala. So we can get let's do it. Whoa, we don't want to be going all the way left there. Break the trend line. Last time I broke the trend line, it started a very little uptrend. This time, maybe you just start to increase in speed a little bit. Maybe we extend this on. Maybe we can break through here. We can kind of claim, we can hold above this point of control, we can come up to this region, we can back test, and then finally we can get our trade. Let's see. Little random squiggly lines. They worked well on Luna, so let's see if they work well on Gala. And then we'll go have a look on Mana. Mana, Mana, Mana. What do we have on Mana? A nice little range. I kind of want to take the range from these 2 points, but I want to get fib expansions onto those as well. Yes, that's what I wanted. Look, this is so cool. So you could draw a range like so many different ways on this. I probably need to clean up some of this stuff again here. So let's just take off some extra bits. And we've just got a fib channel here. So this is so cool. Like TA is awesome. TA is great. What you have, let's clean up the levels in the middle. We're looking at this more locally. We don't really need those. We don't really need that. We don't really need that. We don't really need that. We've got the 0. Oh, I've deleted the 1. There's your 1. So basically, the first time where you can start to actually identify a range. And this is how I always like to do it when I'm choosing my like horizontal ranges. Let me just do this because annoyingly with Trading View you can't. Ah, I did get it exact. Look at that. I've even drawn it correctly. I drew a perfectly straight line. I've deleted another one. I need to add another level back on here. Where is it? We've got the negative. What level did I just remove? Damn it. Where's it gone? we're looking for a negative. We don't want the negative 1.618. We want the negative 618. I shouldn't have deleted so many others. There it is. There it is. Cool. Okay. So yeah, how I like to draw my ranges. Find the first pivot low on the high. So the first time where you can actually identify this as a range. Everything from there is kind of like deviation from outside it, deviation outside of it, deviation outside of it there. Where does price come into? Straight into your 618, straight into your 618. So you have a little range that forms here, and then look at the support and the resistance. Like so nice to be looking at that kind of stuff. And again, you've got confluence back here. So this is kind of identifying once again how the range is forming. Here's your previous resistance, right? So there's your previous resistance. You break through, you form this little range here, deviation above, into the 618, 1.618, negative 618, and you can kind of continue it along here. Pretty cool. I didn't know that was going to be that nice, that clean. And then we can add back on the other stuff that we've got on here. You've probably got other confluence there as well, but yeah, everyone, where's the likes? Come on, everyone. Like, we're only at 36 likes. We've got 81 viewers in here. We've only got 36 likes. Let's get this over 50. Minimum requirement for a stream. I mean, I shouldn't even start talking. I shouldn't even start talking until we hit 50 likes. I should just be like, I'm just going to be silent. We've got to hit 50 likes. Then I'll start talking again. Hit that daily level as well. Okay, we've hit 52 likes. Alright. Enes, I've just seen. Bro, you're streaming at the middle of the night and people have day jobs. So if I'm streaming at the middle of the night and people have day jobs, I mean, what argument are you trying to make there? Because if it's the middle of the night, then people aren't going to be at their day jobs. And if people are at their day jobs, then it's not going to be the middle of the night. I mean, crypto's like 24 hours. So there's always people around. I don't think there's a better time or a worse time to do streaming. If I'm streaming late at night in the UK, then maybe it's better for people in the UK who are just chilling out. It's the evening. Maybe people over in America are still just getting home from work. Maybe it's not great for them. I don't know. I just stream at this kind of time here. Yeah, look, Keshab, it's 2 a.m. there. So there's never a good time and there's never a bad time to do a stream. It will just attract different people from different regions, I guess. So I try and do a little bit of variety. So evening live streams, and then afternoon, morning video updates, and then whenever we get some volatility along the way. Anyway, I'm doing like the world's slowest analysis here of mana. We got a point of control here. Price came down into the golden pocket. Then it got a bit of a bounce. We're looking at this as some kind of long-term accumulation. We got the anchored VWAP down here. You got a bit of a cup and handle, man. So here's your cup, here's your handle, here's your nice cup of tea, steaming. What happens after you make the cup and handle? You have a pump. I don't know. It looks kind of nice. It looks like a lot of other altcoins. Nothing more significant here. We're still within a range. You have this as like a bigger, like accumulation kind of pattern with a big spring down below, and then what we've done a little bit more locally is come down, had a nice deviation at the lows after a nice deviation at the highs. So I mean, one would expect a move up at least into this point of control again, potentially higher. We do have the anchor VWAP. If you can break through that, that's when I would start to get very interested. The POC of this little range is here, but it's a very, very balanced profile, so it's not really clear where the point of control is. Yeah, kind of nice. Kind of nice. And it's, I don't even know, like, um, I'm not good with like internet slang. I see like keku. I see it written all the time, and I don't know what it actually stands for. I no, I do know what it. I can't remember. Yeah. Ray, was it Ray? Is there a way to try out the crew? Anyone in crew here? Yeah, I mean, there's probably loads of people in the crew here. Ray, so we're not doing like trials as standard. We do offer trials now and again. Um, yeah, we do sometimes offer trials, but when we do, it's like super, super limited. So we did it last time around Valentine's Day, and we just made it live for a few hours on Valentine's Day. Everyone who wanted to take a trial was able to take a trial then. We might do something um, again soon, but yeah, if you have any questions about the crew membership and stuff, just ask in general chat or ask here. So if anyone does have questions about the crew membership, feel free to ask. What is Risitas? Rizitas. It's Rizitas, bro, please. Don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm like the worst. I'm the worst YouTuber content creator anywhere because I just don't understand the whole world. I'm just here. I'm just here talking shit. Um, we must be approaching. We're not even approaching an hour. Normally, I start to just stop making sense after about an hour, and now I'm already not making sense. It's hard work talking for such a long amount of time. Waves! Happy with waves. What did I say the last time I think I looked at waves on a public stream? I did say it's going to be going down to like $32, $33. And there it is. Waves is wrecked. The entire move filled, big old Bart pattern, everything done. We knew this would happen. So, yeah. Waves is wrecked. That's good. That's good to see. Okay, now I know what it is. See, I just know the old laugh. I know that guy. I use that emoji all the time. I just never knew. This is so stupid because I'm literally looking at the emoji now, and if I actually click on it, it says KEKW on the emoji. I use it all the time. I use it all the time, and I still forget that that's what it's called. It's because I normally see a laughing face, not someone just writing KEKW. Okay. Is there anything else I can chart? Something else to chart because I have nothing to talk about. I saw someone mention, was it? Look at Dash, please, Kruger. Is Dash on Bybit? It is. Oh, I like the look of Dash. Like, this is really, really nice. Again, no charting here, but let's find something with a little bit more history because Dash has been wrecked. Like, completely wrecked for a very, very long time. I mean, I think I'm going to keep those levels the way they are. And we're just going to add a monthly onto here. I like the look of Dash. It's not something I would really trade very often, if ever. But this is very nice. So you got your high time frame levels here. Don't know why I've got pivots on this. They can go away. That can go away. Here you put in a range. Whoops. So there's your downtrend, then you break structure. So you've got a range from here. Again, the earliest point in which you can draw that. So you go, there's your high, that's kind of clear. You could take it from this low, but then you still make lower high, lower low, and then you change structure after that. So that being the last low before a market structure change, that will be the little range I'm looking at trading. You hit the daily level. What you also had is a little SFP of this low. So you form the range, you have the little swing failure pattern of that. Come back in. Looks like you come back into the golden pocket region, back into the midpoint of the channel. You've had some little little 618s along the way here. Dash is quite a nice looking chart. Like just doing it as that much. I mean, again, you can just go noob TA and just go bull flag. You're holding back above. What you had is a huge range that have been playing out for a very long time. Like you look at this, so you have resistance, resistance, support, support. You take out the support. You're also taking out these lows at that point. So as you come back down here, you come down and you take out those lows. So you have a big deviation, kind of like what Cardano's done. So this is very similar looking chart to ADA, where you had like support that had been tested multiple times, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Finally break below, test it once, twice as resistance. And now you're holding back above that region. So you're holding above this weekly level. You're holding above this daily level. You're back within this channel. There's actually been quite nice, quite a nice SR level for a while. You've got a high volume node here, basically the last one of, like literally the last one. So above here, there's not really anything going on. You came down into, again, high volume nodes down here. You're obviously going to get your volume down at the lows. This is where all the big accumulation was before the big markup. But yeah, that's kind of nice. I quite like that. You can also probably add confluence. I mean, this is going to be golden pocket here, the resistance that it's currently in. So it's around that midpoint of the channel. Yeah. Dash looks alright, you know. Dash really does look alright. I haven't traded this for such a long time, and it's such an old... an old shitcoin, but actually Dash probably more so than Mana right now. Thank you, whoever that was that mentioned Dash. I'm going to put that on my green list, um, which does look good. Uh, I don't think I'm going to chart anything else. I think I will probably wrap it up now. I'll chart one more thing. But Dash looks nice. I'll watch this closely. I can remove some of these, like this EGLD trade is done. That was done ages ago. I don't need that on there. Dot's still in progress. Um, Atom hitting target. One waiting for higher. ADA. This is what I mean. Like what Dash did is kind of similar to ADA, where you kind of big deviation off of what was really strong support, and now you're starting to hold back above it again. Struggling with that weekly level. The BK cup and handle worked out as well. Like I have no idea. Again, I must have drawn this around here sometime. Does anyone remember when I drew this on BK? I need to keep a record of all this stuff. I'm sure there are people out there that do keep a record of what I say. And ICP is another similar one. So again, like how Dash is looking, ICP have been wrecked. Like ICP will forever be a meme for us, because there was a point in which we were looking to take longs here and it just collapsed horribly. At a point where I didn't have my two-factor authentication in order to close out of this trade. So I can remember taking this. This will always, always, always haunt me as just a day that I mean, not haunt me. It didn't lose very much, but it got liquidated. So one of the few trades of last year that actually got liquidated. I can remember I was out with Senti at the time. This is the day we had the big crash, the 7th of December. Um, might have even been before the 7th of December. It was the 3rd or the 4th of December. It was something like that. 4th of December, that's the one. 4th of December, the big crash. Um, I didn't have my two-factor authentication. I couldn't close out of this trade and it got liquidated. But that's why you have risk management in place. But realistically, ICP actually looks really good. Like, looks really, really. It's just another one of those things we've seen. Like, we won't keep going on about it, but like how Sushi did the same thing down at the lows. V Chain again. Ignore the post. This is for Twitter purposes only. Um, but we've seen this kind of thing happen on a lot of other altcoins. So yeah, ICP could be setting up for something kind of nice. You're holding that POC here. I'm not going to do too much more on this, but maybe I'll start to look at that again. I'll put that back. Ooh, back on the green list. Maybe. Warm up, yeah. Me and Senti went out for a drink. We went out into London and had a few too many drinks, and that was the day that the entire crypto market just collapsed and crashed, and we were very, very drunk when it happened. Well, it wasn't good. Waking up with a hangover the following day, like a really bad hangover, and having to be like, sorry guys, I hope everyone's okay, after like everyone's kind of been had to go through a whole crash whilst we were out having fun, because we normally try and yeah, make sure we're covering that kind of price action when it happens. Solana, another one. Okay, so Solana's looking really good. So Solana dash randomly looking nice. So who again, I need to, who was it that did that? Kruger. Dash is from 2014. Yeah, I know. Dash is old. Dash is old school. I used to trade that in 2017. Solana is another one that's looking kind of like I'm looking for some long positions in this at the moment. So yeah, I'm not going to do any more. I'll do some more in-depth trying. Everything looks kind of the same, right? RSR similar. You got a daily level here that's holding really nicely. But no, let's just take that into the weekly level here. So you got a weekly order block. Ooh. Okay, cool. Hit a weekly level here on RSR. Very nice. Right. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. So chat's descended into that. Yeah, we will. So I always say this. I do keep meaning to plan and arrange like a Taurus meetup. So we're going to try and set one up at some point in London. I will also be traveling in May. So I am going to be elsewhere in May. I think the crew already know where that is. I mean, I can do it now as like a little soft announcement. And we'll do the proper announcement later because it's not like not everyone's going to be here. But yeah, in May I'll be in Dubai, so I will be there for a month. It will be like the year of so Taurus Crypto will be a year old when we go into this May, and we've kind of had that startup year. We've kind of got through the startup phase of everything here. We really want to kind of get some more connections to grow this properly and to start maybe having a bit more influence in the space and just seeing what the potential is. So yeah, we will. I will be doing that in May, trying to build the business and like literally just working for the entire month. Somewhere change of environment. It should be nice. Always good to have that. So yeah, we'll do a proper announcement of that again soon. Yeah. So if anyone's in Dubai, then maybe we'll set something up. I don't know. I'm just yeah off. Yeah, literally just working. So going to Dubai just for a change of environment, just to work, meet with some people whilst I'm over there, and see if there's some more exciting stuff. So we should have some more things that we can announce whilst I'm over there. But yeah, for now, just to work and crack down, knuckle down, and start strong for year 2 of Taurus. Cool. All right. Thanks, everyone. We have hit an hour on this. I am going to wrap it up there. Again, as always, if anyone has any chart requests or anything like that, ask me in the chat. Always around and happy to do that kind of thing. Tomorrow evening, I will be live again. So we will have our special Lunar DeFi stream tomorrow night. I will announce that tomorrow morning.